James Twin for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I've talked about this so many times, and I think now it's an appropriate time to talk about it some more because Naoya Inoue, the fighting pride of all Japan, he is, got a big fight coming up at the Ariake Arena on Christmas against Sam Goodman. He needs to take care of that, and I don't think that's going to be the cakewalk that everyone thinks it's going to be. Sam Goodman can fight. Sam Goodman does a lot of things really well. I think Inoue's going to have to think and make some adjustments in that fight, but, we'll see how it goes. But provided that he can take care of that challenge, he's already went ahead, and he said it himself. Now it's not coming from speculation from good old True School and BT. It's not coming from Hideki Yohashi. It's coming directly from the horse's mouth itself. It's coming directly from the monster himself. He stated that in a tweet that, and I quote, "Next year will be the year I compete overseas, so I'll be determined to take on the challenge." He then also said in the Top Rank little documentary that they did at his media workout in Tokyo or in Yokohama, he said that I hope to fight in the USA in 2025. So all the things that we've been hearing from Bob Arum are coming directly from Inoue now. So now we can speculate again. Let's speculate again. Because who the hell is he going to fight in the USA in 2025? I keep trying to figure this out because I've heard things like many of my Japanese friends have been telling me that Inoue said he wants to stay at 122, which I'm not, if that's what he feels is the best move, then that's his prerogative. That's his choice to do what he wants. But when we look at 122, as far as U.S. opponents are concerned, I'm not really sure who we could fight. That's a viable fight. Like, is he going to fight Elijah Pierce, in the USA? Is he going to fight David Picasso? Those are not like... Inoue is such a big star. And there's so much curiosity around him from us in America because even though he has fought in the States, the one time he fought in the States was on an undercard and he wasn't as well known back then as he is now. And then the other two fights were in the bubble. So he's never really headlined a card in America as a main attraction. And there's a lot of curiosity around American fight round fans around Inoue. People want to see him fight live. So is it going to be a case of that people, it doesn't matter who he fights, he's just going to be such a star that he's going to sell enough tickets in America? Or will it be banking on Japanese tourists coming to America to watch him fight? Because I know from being here in Japan that the yen is very weak right now, and I know that the Japanese economy is struggling a bit at the moment right now. So it's like, do enough Japanese people have the funds to fly to America to watch Inoue fight? I don't know. So my thing is, in order, and this is my opinion, this is not me being like biased or trying to force him up to featherweight. It's just my opinion when I look at the landscape of where he's fighting. At 122, there's not really a lot of viable American opponents, but at 126 at featherweight, which is where I've been wanting to see him go anyway, there's a lot of viable American opponents. You have, obviously, Bruce Carrington, who's been doing a lot of talking over the last year or so that Top Rank, I think, does want to match him up with. And I think it's a very, very winnable fight for Inoue. Bruce Carrington is definitely a good fighter, but, he had that outing against Sagawa where a lot of his flaws were exposed. And I think Inoue could definitely expose some things that Bruce Carrington isn't doing correctly right now in his career. And then when we look at the champions, I think the most logical fighter to fight in America of the champions would be Angelo Leo. And I'm not saying that because he's my friend. I'm saying that because, Inoue is going to a new weight class, and the concern is going to be from the Ohashi promotion side of things is these guys are bigger, so they want to get Inoue used to featherweight. Angelo isn't a big featherweight. Like, he's not a big featherweight. He's not a big featherweight, but he's a strong featherweight. But I think he's got not the biggest knockout ratio on paper, so they'll feel safe taking that fight. I think it'll be the hardest fight Inoue would take in this weight class if he decides to take it, but it's a fight that I do think could do well in America. And on top of that, you know, Angelo Leo supposedly, according to reports, is supposed to fight Tomoe Kameda here in Japan. So provided that he can come here to Japan and perform very well against Kameda, that gives Angelo some added eyeballs from Japan and adds extra intrigue to the fight to build his fan base in Japan. So maybe I've been, to be honest with you guys, and I even told Angelo this myself personally for many, many times, and his dad, Miguel. I've been of the mindset since I heard Bob Arum say after the Doheny fight that Inoue was coming to America. I've been saying that I think his fight in May in America will be against Angelo Leo for the IBF featherweight title. That's been my mentality since I heard it. But because I just think in the boxing ring it makes sense. I think with the height and weight thing, like, because they're worried about, you know, these guys being too big for Inoue. Angelo has the IBF title, and he's not a bigger, he's not like a massive featherweight like an Espinoza. And they had that rehydration clause with the IBF, so that they may feel safe enough to take that fight. And on top of that, fun fact, Angelo, I think in his third or fourth professional fight, fought at super flyweight. So, yeah, you know, he's not a massively big featherweight, but he's the best featherweight in the world. In a way, he did it one time before, and he fought the best super bantamweight in the world. I think, for my money, Angelo Leo is the best featherweight in the world, and Ring Magazine agrees with him with them having a #1 in the rankings. So. Yeah, I think that's a great fight, obviously. But if not that fight, maybe Inoue could fight Stephen Fulton in a rematch. Fulton is fighting Brandon Figueroa for the WBC title. You know, so if Fulton can win, maybe he's been in the ring with Fulton, so he's gonna have confidence against Fulton because he knows what he did to him in the first fight. Maybe Stephen Fulton could be a fight for him. In the rematch if he's able to pick up that title. So there's options. Brandon Figueroa as well, who's a Mexican-American, who's an exciting fighter. So I think either Angelo Leo or the winner of Fulton Figueroa, those are the two fights I think would make the most sense for Inoue in the USA in 2025 for that May fight. But if the plan is to fight Junta Nakatani later on in 2025, like I've been hearing, and like they've been saying, like people say sometimes, then maybe they can find an opponent at 122. Maybe they do fight David Picasso or Elijah Pierce or someone like that, and they just bank on the star power of Inoue and Japanese people coming to the States and enough American fight fans having the curiosity to have this once in a lifetime experience and buy tickets to watch Inoue headline a card, you know, in Las Vegas. So yeah, he said it himself now. Now we don't gotta wonder too much longer. Inoue said himself he wants to fight in the USA in 2025. So who do you guys think he will fight in 2025 in the USA? And who do you guys think he should fight in 2025 in the USA? You guys know who I want to see him fight, because Angelo Leo. But, you know, other than Angelo, who else? And if it is Angelo and you agree, put that in the comments too. But either way, I'm looking forward to being at the Ariake Arena on Christmas. I'll be there in Japan. So if you're going to be at the fights, let me know. I'll definitely be there. And it should be a great time. I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting some of my Japanese viewers at the fight and seeing the monster live and in color in a very good fight against Sam Goodman. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.